Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you for sharing your energy with me today. If you're new here, welcome in. My name is Jane. I'm a psychic and an energy intuitive. On this channel, we connect with energies that will bring us messages that will provide assistance with insight, guidance, education, truth, healing, and confirmations. It's to help us guide us on our soul's path. And all of our sessions here are timeless, so whenever you find this, it's the right time for you. Don't try to force anything or try to make anything fit. And with that, let the magic begin. We're just going to start right away. I've had some... First off, Spirit asked me to bring out my black feather and my white feather, so maybe this is something that's not black and white. Not really sure what the feathers represent for you. However, Spirit asked me to bring this deck out. They want me to pull this out and set this aside and read it at the end of the reading. Also, I was getting the number 55 for this reading, and something about being off balanced or drained. There's something here about the throat chakra, so there's something about some kind of truth that you need to hear, or truth that you need to accept, or speak your truth. I'm not really sure what the truth is about here. The color orange was really heavy today too, so, and the orange would represent the sacral for me, so that has to do with relationships. Also, I believe it has to do with loved ones, because I had a vision of Mother Mary. I had a vision of a dragonfly and an eagle as well. So with Mother Mary, that tells me that is about relationships, family relationships, children even. Also, I was getting something about self-reliance and independence. And also, I was getting something about, oh, look at that. There's a card box. Oh, what's going on here? Hold on. I have these mixed up a little. Oop. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? I never saw that card before. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I think all right. So there was something about like self-reliance and independence. I don't know what that means. You could be feeling really alone. You're wanting or needing some kind of fresh start. You know, there's some kind of loneliness and isolation that you're feeling, or longing because you're missing family or loved ones. You're going through some kind of misfortune and grief and some sort of difficulties, and unresolved issues keeps coming up to me. I believe this could be somebody might have passed away, maybe a loved one, or you want to be with them. You know, I was getting that song too, that, you know, that's daylight come, and me wanna go home. So, you know, that to me was representing that you might actually want to be with this person, wherever this person or people are, you know, and even heaven even. I'm not discounting that. So it could be a split up of just like on the earthly plane, but it could be also more so in dimensions, that there's something. It could be someone or some animal, perhaps some loved one that has passed away. Because, you know, let's face it, anyone that's ever owned a pet, that loved one becomes your family. So I believe the angels are with you today, very heavily, in fact, and you're being advised. This one, Spirit. They want to give you some kind of, look at that. This has to do with all the chakras too. I think that's what this is about, the chakras. Do you want that card, Spirit? Okay, so I believe the angels are with you. They're advising you to call them in. You need to take some bold steps and focus on some kind of starting over and staying positive, and like do some kind of focus on a goal and try to be hopeful. You know, like whatever is going on in your life right now, it is just temporary, is what they want me to know. And that, you know, this fresh start is going to be a good thing in the end. It might not feel that way right now. Okay, so the vision that I've had, again, is Dragonfly, Eagle, and Mother Mary. Okay. Number 2, look at that. Almost looks like a doily, but there's a flower here. Okay, so number 2, you might be seeing number 2s. Okay. Let's see here. Well, there's that swirly one on the bottom yet again. Okay, there's something about swirls. I don't know. Okay. Let's see here. What do you want to start with? Okay, so they want me to start with this Angel Oracle. Now, when I was shuffling it and getting it ready, this card popped out. So I believe they want this because it says here, seeds are well planted, efforts or investments that will be rewarded in the future. The need for patience, a time for resting and planning for the future, unnecessary worry. So this brings me back to this, the self-reliance, independence, feeling alone, feeling isolated, or this longing. Okay, so let's see here. What else you want here, Spirit? Okay. Yeah, focus on a goal. That's really been planning. That's what the planning is. Focus on a goal here. Okay, let's see what's going on here. They don't want me to read these in reverse, so this has to do with failing to recognize a magical opportunity, missing the point, the distractions of daily life, discernment or boredom, lost in your own world, wake up. So I guess what they're saying is like, you're so focused. Here's the Four of Cups. You're so focused on what is in front of you and not what is hidden from you, like what's behind you here. Like this angel has this cup for you. Okay. And this one is the Page of Wands. So enthusiastic, optimistic, creative, impatient, news of exciting opportunities, and allowing your creativity to soar. Do things that fuel your passion and finish what you start. And see, I was getting that orange too. And the orange, again, that has to do with like where the creativity is, where your relationships, like all the emotion of that. Yeah, and when they had me bring out those feathers, it's like you're seeing things in like a black and white, and that really isn't, you know what I mean? They're trying to get you to, and they brought up the patience more than once. So, you're being really impatient with something here, to the fact that you even might want to go home. Now, I don't know what home means to you. I mean, it could be home on the earthly plane, like I said before, or it could be home, like heaven. And, it's not your time for that, if that's what is going on within you. Do you want another one, Spirit, here? Okay. It's on the bottom. Look, the Empress is on the bottom. Time to take action. Give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be very successful. Abundance and prosperity. See, they keep going on a lot about your creativity. That's why they keep bringing up the orange color. And that's your seventh chakra. So, okay, Spirit, what do you want here? Now, with the vision of the dragonfly and the eagle, those were like really heavy, because the eagle was like flying towards me, and I saw it land on the edge of oh look, an eagle's on the bottom. I saw it on the edge of a nest and it was feeding the babies in the nest. So that told me that it has to do with family and loved ones. So this was on the I shuffled this and it's back on the bottom. Okay, so mastery. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. And this card here is about air. It's an air sign, little dolphin play. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. They're bringing up that flow a lot too, because even on my calendar, is about a boat going to the flow, like going through the water. And it even has like, it says, I create a bubble of ease around me whenever I travel. So I don't know what, it's telling me that you need to like just go with the flow. But there's a lot about grounding here, and wings and feathers. Whoa, what's going on? Wow. Bringing out a bunch of cards here. Oh my goodness, I'm not even joking. I talked about self-reliance, and snow leopard is self-reliance. You are strongly independent and often integrity or is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. Wow, Spirit. There's a cougar on the bottom too. You want all these cards? I don't know. The frog, that's about the truth. That's a throat chakra too. Visionary and vibrancy. Oh my God, it's too many cards, Spirit. I'm going to put these back because it just seems like these flew all over the floor. So I'm just going to put these all back here. And we're going to... There's a lot of birds and feathers. I'm not sure what the birds and feathers are. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Spirit, what is the card that you want this group to know here, for this reading? Ooh, here we go. Oh my gosh, look, eagle came out again. Do you want anything else, Spirit? You know, eagles, that's weird. Eagles are black and white as well, so let's want another card here, Spirit. I'm going to say no. Oh my goodness, they want me to split it and look. Dragonfly, magic. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant. I am blessed. And you know, those were the two things that I had visions on, was the dragonfly and the eagle. And look, frog right underneath. And the frog, again, that's about the truth. That's about prosperity. Oh my goodness, because they were... They were saying about staying focused on your goal and to stay positive and hopeful. Let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy, abundance, and good fortune await you. Because yeah, I think that like before you were having Spirit. You were off balanced and being drained. But there was like, they were talking to me about like some kind of spiritual guidance. Like they want you to call out to them. They're calling out to you, and they want you to call them in. Okay. They want you to call them in. Okay. Wow, Spirit. Okay. This eagle was very important to come out. This came out like 4 times for this here. Okay, so what do you want now, Spirit? Okay. They're asking me to bring out this deck here. Intuition's on the bottom. Heart song, telepathy, and inner knowing. Okay. All right, Spirit. New beginnings. Try again, new direction, start over. And that's what they were talking about, that you need to start over. And planting these seeds, they're talking about this goal. Oh goodness. Pride, arrogance, ego, and stubborn. Rejection. Abandoned, dismissed. Okay, this is from this rejection here. You need to start over. Whatever has been going on, you can't go back. Basically, you can't go back. It's broken. Look, shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. Oops. Yeah, here it has chasing right underneath it, pursuit, toxic, toxicity, geez, and resilience. See, this is where they're talking that you need to, yeah, this is something to do with your family or the loved ones that you've, I don't know, Spirit. You know, and before I started this, like I was becoming tearful and had to reground myself. So I think you're definitely going through a lot of emotions about this. Okay, Spirit, what else do you want here? They're asking me to bring out little boundaries. You have set clear boundaries in your relationship, protecting your emotional space and fostering healthy interactions. And I just look harmony. Your relationships are in harmony. Mutual understanding and respect allow you to experience peace and calm. And you know, that's something maybe you weren't getting the harmony. Abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear, broken, inspiration. Well, and they're talking about you getting some kind of creativity they were talking about earlier with all the chakra colors here. You are in a phase of great inspiration. Every aspect of your work feels exciting and creativity flows effortlessly. Flows effortlessly. Is there another one here? Yeah, they're really just asking you to focus on your intimacy. Here is the sense of intimacy may be fading. Unresolved emotional issues or lack of honesty could be creating distance. Okay, Spirit, is there anything else here? No, boundaries again is on the bottom. You have to set clear boundaries in your relationships, protecting your emotional space and fostering healthy interactions. You're missing family or loved one. That's probably why you've probably put down some kind of boundaries here. You know, people don't like boundaries. You know, they do not care too much for that. Okay, Spirit wants me to bring up this one of these angel numbers here. Progress. Look, 678. You want me to read that? You are making progress and advancement towards your goals. Oh my goodness. Stay focused and committed to your journey, knowing that success is within reach. Okay, so you know, yeah, have some enthusiasm for it here. Okay, let me just see what. Okay, Spirit, what do you want here? Whoa, look, transformation, enthusiasm flipped over. Look at that. 555. Releasing old habits. And I think I said that number 55 was, oh, maybe I didn't. I definitely do remember 55s being a thing here. Release old habits, embrace new opportunities for growth, and trust in the universe plan for you. With enthusiasm, approach life with an optimistic attitude. That's why they were saying, like, you know, while you're starting over and focusing on your goal, just stay hopeful and stay as positive as you can. Optimistic attitude, even in the face of challenges. Be excited about the opportunities that lie ahead and to embrace them with open arms. Okay, Spirit, there's, okay, so the inspiration. Okay, they're asking me to move a few things here. This rejection, it's to let it go. This pride, oh, you want that here too. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just going to do it like this because, okay, this inspiration here and intimacy. They're bringing out way too many cards. I don't have the room. Yeah, you're doing some kind of reflection too. Look inward and evaluate your actions. Embrace introspection and self-reflection for your own development. That's that where it came up about the self-reliance a couple times too, because you know, maybe you haven't had that before. Maybe that's something that okay, what do you want here, Spirit? You don't want these. You want this one. earth guide here. Your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved. Okay. So maybe you weren't getting what you needed with all this rejection and, you know, pride in the way, you know what I mean? Because these all like really fall under here. The new beginnings fall under this one here, and these three go under this. Inspiration and intimacy fall under this one. Okay. Oh my goodness. Seems like a mess here going on. It's way too many cards, Spirit. Magnificence, you know, that was on the bottom when I first started, when I shuffled them before I started recording. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique, but most importantly, you are enough. You know, this one talks about embracing transformation as well. So more water. We're going with the flow. Is there another one here, Spirit? No. Okay. They're asking me to bring out a different card here. Let me grab this deck here. Buddha wisdom. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, Spirit. What do you want them to know here with this deck? Okay. Act accordingly to the true nature of the circumstances. Remove any self-importance agenda. Okay. And on the bottom, something is what it is only because of what it is not. Okay. So they're asking me to read this card here, and then I'll close the reading. Number 2. Okay. They're asking me to put it here on all this inspiration. Number 2. Let's see what it's called here. Nurture the dream. Those are your goals. Swear to God, Spirit. And it goes right out on the inspiration, the creativity, like I said. Okay, to bring a cherished dream to life, one must be willing to let go of the perfect fantasy and allow the stainless vision to come a bit muddy and broken, like a seed cracking open in Mother Nature. A seed, just like they started with the seed. Planting seeds well planted is what it says there. Okay. Sorry, I got off when I heard the seeds there. Like a seed cracking open in Mother's earth. Oh, you know what? And this deck here was about earth, something about earth guidance. Okay, Spirit. Earth. Okay, so cracking open in Mother Earth's richly generative soil. Oh my God. This is how things grow from ideas to reality. The spiraling path to fulfillment will likely surprise you again and again. And I was talking about that spiraling with this deck, actually. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yet the nourishing essence of your dreams can be detected in the most unexpected outer expressions. You do not need to direct or control the way your dreams manifest. Rather, allow yourself to be guided, inspired, and empowered. No joke. Opportunities shall arise and pathways shall open. The desires in your heart were lovingly placed there by divine design so they might come to life through you. Trust this. Your dreams are meant to be. Wow. Look at that, Spirit. It's beautiful. Okay. Well, I hope this message is helpful for somebody because, you know, so unfortunately things, um, there's a lot of hard things going on in the world right now. And I know a lot of families are splitting up. A lot of relationships are bonds are being broken. I know that a lot of separation, and I know there's been a lot of people that have been ill and have been passing away. And I know that's really hard having that separation and not being able to be with those loved ones, and the loneliness and the isolation and the longing and the missing, and how that all can really wreak havoc in your life. And it can bring you into those times where you're just not feeling so positive, and you're heavy hearted basically. So I mean, the best thing you can do is just try to shake it off as best you can, and just focus on those goals, like starting fresh, like just really a new beginning, because you can't go back. We can never usually go back. We have to keep going forward. So with that, I'm going to leave this with you, and I hope this finds you well, and I bid you a good day, and I'm sending you love and light.